Hi Pisces, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what's going on with Pisces Spirit, please? Three cards. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, overall energy for this week's reading is the Eight of Swords. This is talking about you feeling stuck in this situation. Okay, you may be trying to move on, but it may be a situation where there are ups and downs. Like one day you feel like you're making good strides, you're moving out of this situation, and then another day you fall back into this and you're thinking about this person. I feel like for a lot of you, what it is a lack of closure. Okay, you were wanting, we like to wrap things up in a nice bow, right? So I feel like you were wanting closure. You're wanting this person. You feel like they owe you an apology, and I'm with you on that. I feel like they owe you one as well. But as I've told you before in the past, Spirit is saying that you have to, in this situation, you have to find your own closure because you need to move on and move out of this situation. Okay. So we've got the Two of Swords showing up here. This is talking about you having to make a choice, make a decision. So it's you're having to make more than one decision. So the first decision, you being at a crossroads, this is talking about whether you're going to continue to entertain this person, okay, or whether you're going to move on and start to heal yourself from this situation. Okay, there's a lot that you may not be seeing with the Two of Swords, because this can talk about you having your head in the sand, just sitting on the pot, and this is my, poop or get off the pot card. Okay, so Spirit is saying, take off that blindfold, really look at what this person is doing, and make your decision and move forward. Okay, because if you choose to go back and repeat a cycle with this person, it's just going to be the same old crap over and over again. Okay, so we've got the Hangman here, Pisces energy. I feel like you're trying to look at this from a different perspective. Okay, you're trying to let go of what doesn't serve you. So I feel like you're wanting to do that, but I feel like you're the type of person where you really have to see it for yourself first. And I think that is what is happening. That's why you may be feeling stuck with the Eight of Swords, because you may be, going round and round in your mind about this to try to come to a conclusion. I feel like you're afraid of making a mistake. But what you got to understand in this situation is that if this person gets themselves together, they're gonna approach you. They're gonna approach you for a second time, regardless, because all of this is being, like I said, divinely guided. But if they're prepared and they approach you again, you have the choice to go back to them if that's what you're wanting to do. And choosing yourself over a unhealthy situation like this, that's never a wrong choice. Okay, because when you do that, you show everybody, you show Spirit, you show yourself, you show this person, this twin, that you love yourself above everybody and everything, which is what it's supposed to be. Because I feel like as society, I see 3:33 on the clock. I feel like as a society, especially in the United States, especially as a woman, we are taught to put everybody else before ourselves and our own needs. And I feel like this situation is Spirit trying to break you out of this, and for you to realize that if you don't put yourself first, if you don't fill your own cup up, how the hell you gonna fill somebody else's cup up? Okay, like even if you have kids or you have other family members that you're taking care of, you have to pour into yourself first, because you can't give it all away to everybody else, Pisces, and then expect somebody, sit around and expect somebody to come and fill your cup up. You got to fill your own cup up first. And then as a reflection, you will get other people that come into your life or come up to you and choose to give you some love as well. Okay. All right. There's something I'm being drawn to here. See that there, that bowl there? I feel like in this card, the cups show up like bowls. And I feel like that's Spirit is drawing my attention to this, because this is about you getting that cup and filling that cup up. And once you fill your cup up, somebody else is about to show up to want to give you their cup and you give them yours. Okay, that's why this two of cups here is here too. So hold on, let's move forward. Then we got the Four of Swords here. A lot of you, I feel like, are resting. If you're not, Spirit is telling you with this card that you need to take a rest. I see this card every day. I saw this card today when I grabbed my tarot cards, because I grab my tarot cards and I go through them and I let Spirit tell me, give me whatever messages they want to give me. I don't ask questions. I just let them tell me whatever it is they want to tell me. And this was the first card that fell out. Not this deck, but this was the first card that fell out. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are tired. Okay, and you need to be getting more rest. Okay, I feel like you going through what you've gone through with this person has been very draining. Okay, very exhausting. And so you got to recover from what has happened. It's a lot to go through something traumatic with somebody that has somebody. Abuse is very draining. Okay, because this person abused you. Let's not get it twisted. Okay, they abused you. What they did was wrong. You did not deserve it, but you got to recover from it so that you can start to re-pour back into yourself, to fill your cup back up. Because I feel like whatever you had in your cup, this person came along and stole it. That's what I feel like is happening. That's why I feel like the cup is just going on down the damn river. I feel like they took it from you. They manipulated you to a certain point to where you gave them your cup. And then you don't have nothing. And so they got their cup and they got your cup and they're gone. That's what I feel like happened. Okay. So we've got the Eight of Cups here. Okay. This is about you making the decision to walk away. There's some things that you may not have been looking at with this Moon card, because the Moon can talk about secrets or some things that you didn't know that this person was hiding from you. Like I said, for a lot of you, they're hiding a whole other family. They in something with somebody and they got kids. They may be married. For some of you, they have other people that they're dealing with, and it's more than one other person for some of you. Okay. So for some of you, you may have been in this situation for 8 days. It could have been 8 months, 8 weeks. It could have been 8 years. Okay. But I feel like it was a long period of time for some of you, not everybody, but you are deciding, and these cups are full, because normally in the Rider-Waite tarot, the cups are empty and they're all falling over and stuff like that. But in this one, they're full and you're walking away from them, because it's not, see, when you walk away from the Eight of Cups, you're going towards your wish fulfillment, your true wish fulfillment, because this person was one cup short from what it was you wanted, right? You were wanting the Nine of Cups and they gave you the Eight of Cups, and you like, hell no, not good enough. And you're walking away towards the 9, which is wish fulfillment, and then the 10, which is your happiness and the family and all of that. And so Spirit is on your side. The wheel is on your side with the Wheel of Fortune. You have a destined connection coming, okay, with someone who is going to match what you want, who is going to be your 9 and 10 of Cups, okay? And for some of you, even the 10 of Pentacles, which is the love, the money, the legacy, all of that, okay? So you're going to have to make a decision. This is the second decision, where when this soulmate comes into your life, you're going to have to choose between the twin flame and the soulmate, because the twin flame is going to come back. Like I told you, they're coming back. But whether or not they're going to be ready to be in a connection with you, it will remain to be seen, okay? So we've got ignore. So you're ignoring, for some of you, you're ignoring the red flags. You may be sweeping things under the rug about this person because you're not wanting to be wrong. I feel like, you know what I feel like it is, Pisces? And I understand this is in no way me judging you or anything like that. We just discussing what's going on, okay? Because like I said, a lot of this stuff y'all are going through or have been through or are about to go through, I've been through it too. So it's a situation where you're afraid, you've been through so much chaos and so much trauma and so much crap, especially when it comes to your love life, that you just ready for it to be over. You like, where's my person? Why do I have to keep going through this? Why is it everybody I try to be with or try to open up to, I'm picking the wrong people, they dragging me, I'm being breadcrumb, all this type of thing. I feel like I feel your frustration, because look at the girl in the card. She's frustrated. Things are not working out with her person and she's just at her wit's end. But Spirit is trying to tell you to hold on, to trust, because Your time is coming. It may have been a long time coming, because don't feel bad, because I've been waiting for a long time for my person, and they show me this card all the time too, and tell me, I'm being impatient or whatever. But when you going through this stuff over and over and over and over again, the person that goes through it, it's difficult. It's not easy. Okay. So if people are trying to tell you this is easy, or acting like you need to get over it or whatever, you got to come to Jesus, all you can. But all I'm telling you is don't sit in it. Don't marinate in it to the point to where you're becoming stagnant and you're not moving on, because that's what Eight of Swords is. Okay. It's somebody that's being all consumed by their thoughts and not moving forward in their life. They're letting it take over. Okay. So you, like I said, you make a decision, you move forward. Because like I said, this person is going to come back to you. All right. But for a lot of you, like, that's why I talk to you about this person and the mindset that they sit in and the things that they're doing, because you don't deserve that, Pisces. And I don't want it to get to a point to where you feel like you have to settle, because you would rather settle than be alone. See, that's the thing about self-love. That's why you got to go, hold on, let me get the card. That's why you got to go get off this tree and go down this river and get your damn cup, because you got to fill your cup up. Because let me tell you something, when you truly love yourself, when your cup is truly overflowing, like it is with the Ace of Cups, which is, not just about a relationship, it's also about self-love. I'm trying to find the cup in this other deck while I'm talking to you. But when it's truly overflowing, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. You don't give a fuck about being by yourself, because you love you. You are loved whether you're with somebody or not, because you got to understand this, Pisces. You don't need this person. Okay. It may feel like it, the the love, the feelings you have for them, it may feel like if you don't get, I'm trying to make sure my mic is on. You may feel like if you don't get the love you want from this person, you just gonna lose your mind. You're gonna die. You don't know what's gonna happen. But this is about you loving yourself. That's what all of this longing and the wanting and the pain and the discomfort, that's what it's about. It's your soul trying to call you home. And I keep telling y'all that because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like all of this stuff is coming from the 3D, it's coming from the outside, but it's not, because remember, you're a mirror. So what you're being shown in the 3D is what is going on within you. And so what is going on within you is that there's a call from your soul for you to come back to it, because when you come back to it, you merge with it. When you're in this love for yourself like this, when the wrong person is there, you're like, no, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not going to have this. You're not going to treat me like this. Okay. Because you got somebody here that loves to party. This is the twin. Okay. They like to have time with their friends. They having fun and they living in the moment, right? Out there in the streets, feeling the call. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with, if you want to be in the streets and you want to be out there and you want to have a good time. What I have an issue with is when you want to drag other people and you don't want to let them know what's going on. You want to manipulate and pull the wool over somebody's eyes and not tell them the truth about what's happening. Because if you tell everybody the truth and everybody is down with it, I'm down with it too. Okay. I'm down with whatever you want to do too. But this person was not doing that. They had ulterior motives. They were trying to get you to do something that they know is wrong on some level, or they feel like it is, because if they didn't, then, if they didn't feel like that, why do they feel the need to manipulate you? Why they can't just come to you and say, hey, I want to have open relationship, or I would like to date you, but I want to date other people at the same time, and give you the respect and the satisfaction to make your choice on what it is you want to do. That's what I'm saying is the issue. Okay. And not be all one-sided and all be about self all the time. Not you, but the twin. Okay. So we've got the dragonfly here is saying, this is about you adapting. You're finding out things are coming to light about this person that you didn't know, because like I told you, they were not being 100% honest with you. Hold on one second, because it's hot in here. I can't handle it. I got to turn on the air. Okay. Give me 1 second. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, sorry. I am getting over a cold, so I may have to come out of the screen and blow my nose and stuff like that because I don't want my nose running on camera. All right, so we've got, what is it? 1, 2, 3. We got 5 cards that fell. Spirit's got a lot of things to tell you, okay, in this reading. So we've got the Ace of Swords. Then we've got the Queen of Shields, which is normally the Queen of Pentacles. All right. We've got the Mother, which is the Empress energy, the Queen of Swords. Okay, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and the Two of Cauldrons, which is normally the Two of Cups. All right. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is that this is a situation where you have to be truthful with yourself. If you're wanting other people to be truthful with you, you got to be honest with yourself. Okay. We know that this person is not showing up the way you deserve for them to show up. They're not treating you the way you deserve to be treated. Okay. You want something long lasting, all consuming, grounded, something healthy, but they are wanting to just give you scraps and you don't deserve that, Pisces. Okay. This is about you loving yourself and sitting in that proper energy. So I'm trying to see what she's dropping in the water. It looks like some type of seeds, acorns or something. It's like, you don't, when you sit in the Empress energy, which is what the Mother card is, the equivalent of, this is Taurus Libra energy. And it's talking about the affirmation that you hear a lot about the Empress is I attract. I don't chase, I attract. So once you're in this Empress energy, things are going to start to come to you. Even this person is going to turn around and come to you once you're sitting in this energy, because they are showing you triggers and things about you that you need to take a look at. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords, this is you protecting your energy and realizing that there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and you are protecting your energy until that pot of gold gets here, which is the soulmate. Okay, because that's what this last card is. That's the soulmate coming. Okay, they're the person that's the more logical one. You're the emotional one standing in the water here. Okay, and I feel like this bird here represents spirit. To me, the birds in the cards always represent spirit, represent that you're being guided, that you're never alone. Even though you may feel like you are at times in the 3D, you're not. Okay, all right, so let's clarify. Like I said, I know this is a hard time you're going through, Pisces, but we got to get through this time, because you got somebody else coming. Okay, you got to move through this situation and not get stuck, so that your new person can come in and you can have what it is you want when it comes to a relationship. So to clarify, the Ace of Swords, this is guilt wounds, Spirit. Remember, I told you, Spirit is saying you have to be honest with yourself. So this is about you feeling sorry, using guilt to manipulate, and being afraid to set boundaries. This is something you have to work on. You have to work on setting boundaries and not letting people walk all over you. And I'm not saying that, like, I've been there too. Like I said, the things I'm saying to you, I say to myself too, because I've been through this too. I had to learn how to love myself so that I don't sit in this energy. So Spirit is telling you to do the same. This is one of the things that needs to be worked on. This is what you got to be honest about, because you have to learn how to set boundaries so people don't just come into your life and just do whatever they feel like they want to do. Okay. And then we've got love call here, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, incoming, informing you. So this could be the twin trying to come back, or this could be, you hearing from the new person. All right. Because for some of you, this person is already in your life. For others of you, they're on the way. Okay. All right. So second card, Queen of Shields. Like I said, this is the Queen of Pentacles. You've got a karmic family member in your life. This comes up for almost every sign. Okay. This comes up for me too. There is somebody in your family with whom you butt heads with on a regular basis. I feel like this person tries to drag you, and it's a situation where you and this person, you just don't see eye to eye. Sometimes you just don't get along with people. It doesn't matter if you have the same DNA or not. Sometimes personalities just clash. And this card is saying that the two of you have been brought together again in this lifetime to work out whatever the issues are. This is about you forgiving this person and just letting the shit go. And let me tell you a secret. When you love yourself, when this cup is overflowing like this, let me tell you this. My karmic person that I have, the karmic family member, once I mastered this, this person doesn't bother me anymore. Okay? So that is why Spirit continually talks about self-love and you healing yourself, because when you do that, you reflect different things. So this person is not able to come into your energy and do whatever the hell they want to do anymore, because you set your boundaries and you letting them know how far they can go. And so, all of that will stop. Okay? All right, so we got two cards that fell here. We've got the not enough card. You are enough, Pisces, but you got to love on yourself enough, okay, till you get to this point and you will get out of this energy, okay? Then we've got poker face, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hands, gambling. So this could be you wanting to gamble on a connection, or this could be the twin wanting to come back, because we got the love call here. And they could feel you pulling your energy away, or they may still be in your energy. You could still be with this person, okay? All right. Then we've got the mother. Like I said, this is Taurus Libra energy. It is the Empress. You are sitting in going through a period of depression. My heart goes out to you, because I feel like, I think you feel like nothing is working out the way you wanted it to. I feel like you had your sights set out on this person, on the twin, and it just didn't work out the way you wanted it to, okay? But like I said, don't discount the new person that's coming in, because the new person that's coming in is going to be wanting to give you what this person did not give you, okay? So you got to, deal with your anger, deal with your depression, and do the best you can to move forward, okay? This is about you making healthier choices, okay? Self-love and self-care, okay? Focusing on things that make you happy, because see, this right here, this is what the twin wants you to do. They want you to sit in this depressive energy, because if you sit in this depressive energy, they can come in and out of your life as they wish, do whatever they want to do. They don't have to give anything to you, and they just going to come in and try to take from you. So you got to remember that when you're sitting in this energy. That's why they want to keep you stuck like this, because they're wanting to keep you available for them for whenever they're ready for you, not to fulfill any of your needs, but to get their needs met. Okay. All right. Then we've got the Queen of Swords showing up here. Okay. This is talking about, like I said, you protecting your energy. This is when you get to the point where I feel like you're going to be sick and tired of dealing with people and their bullshit. And then we've got the invisible card here. So this is talking about feeling the need to be seen, feeling worthless and flawed, wanting to feel valued, and always trying to prove your worth. But once you love yourself, okay, we're coming back to this again. Once you love yourself, it's going to help you with this invisible energy, okay? You have to start to see yourself. You've got to start to love on yourself. And then it will help with the invisible, okay? So that you're not feeling the need like you have to prove yourself. Because when you love yourself, other people are going to start to love you the way you want to be loved. But you got to love yourself that way first. And like I said, it took me a long time to realize that. Okay. So anything I can tell you to try to save you from having to waste years of not knowing and not understanding, I'm going to try to give it to you. Okay. All right. Let me get one more card. So it's invisible. So we've got the mask here, hiding true feelings, pretending and deluding, gaslighting. So, that twin, this is what they do. They hide who they truly are, because this person feels like they try to pretend like they're they think they're better than you. But honestly, this person knows, they honestly deep down feel like if they took off this mask and showed you who they really were, you wouldn't want to be with them. That's why they wear a mask. Because why would you wear a mask? If you really thought you were better than somebody else, Why wouldn't you just take it off and be yourself, right? Okay, so last card, Two of Cups. Okay, so this is talking about the soulmate. You got somebody coming. Like I said, look, it's going to match you exactly from what you bring to the table, what you give. This person's going to want to give you the same thing. Okay, but you got to take care of this chasing energy. Spirit is showing you the things you need to look at: the guilt wounds, the karmic family situation. Okay, the depression, the feeling, invisible, and the chasing, because this can destroy anything. Because remember, I tell you, whatever we chase runs away, right? And I'm telling you, everybody, the card has come up for me as well, okay, in the past. So you have to make a decision, okay, about what you really want, because you're going to have somebody coming in, okay, with the Two of Cups that's going to be very interested in you. This is going to be somebody that wants to be a life partner to you, okay? They will marry you if that's what the both of you want, have a family with you if you're of childbearing age and that's what you want. And they're going to want to date you. They're going to want to put in the effort and work towards, having the type of relationship that you want to have, okay? All right, so now we're going to pick this up and we're going to take a look at what's going on with your twin. Give me 1 second. But like I said, these are things that you got to look at, Pisces, because these things are, if you don't heal these things, it's keeping you stuck in situations where you got people like that twin trying to take advantage of you because they feel like you don't know any better, or they can manipulate you because you got the blindfold on and you're not looking at, you're ignoring the red flags. You're pretending they're not there, okay? All right, so let's look at your person for Pisces person, Spirit. This is for Pisces person. Okay, what's going on with Pisces person? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so we've got 4 cards that fell for them, but the overall energy for them is the Two of Wands. Again, they're going to have to make a choice to whether, I guess they're going to come back. The two of you are at a distance. It could be an emotional distance. It could be an actual physical distance. I feel like for some of you, your person, they may travel for work and they come back and forth. They could be in the military. It could be like some type of government job, anything like that with the Two of Wands. Then we've got the Seven of Shields here. Okay, Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles. This is about reaping what you've sown. So this person is about to get what they've given out. The way they've treated you, it's about to come back to them, okay? Then with the Nine of Pentacles, Spirit is telling you this is about you learning how to stand on your own 2 feet, and this person as well, because this person is codependent as well. That's why they line these people up, like I told you, and go from person to person to person, and is trying to get attention from these people and all this type of stuff. That's why it's happening, okay? Then we've got the Five of Wands. This is talking about the competition. So this soulmate and the twin flame are going to be competing for you, because the twin flame feels like you're their property with this Four of Pentacles here. But like I said, justice is going to prevail. They're going to get their karmic justice with the Justice card. So it's Libra energy. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, yeah. This person, your twins tried to move away from you, but they feel trapped, because every time they try to move away from you, that love, those feelings they have for you won't let them go anywhere, okay? So they're going to be coming trying to tell you how they feel with the Love Call card. And again, with the Dragonfly, there's going to be things coming out. When they come to tell you about how they feel, they're going to try to still hide some stuff, okay? But they're going to have to tell you they realize they can't come to you the way that they came to you before. They're going to have to up their game. So you may find out some things, like I told you. There are other people they're involved with. They are kids, okay? For some of you, this person has children. They may have been married to someone else, okay? Or they may still be married to somebody else. You're going to hear some of these things. You may not hear all of it, because they're going to still try to hide some stuff, because I told you, they feel like if they truly tell you what the F is going on, you're not gonna want to deal with them. Okay, and that's what they're trying to do, is keep you right where they want you with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we've got the Rebirth card that fell from them. This is the World. The Page of Cauldrons, this is the Page of Cups. Okay, so that's Pisces energy. Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands is what fell. Okay, so this is talking about the ending of a cycle. Okay, this person wanting to come back and possibly, like I said, I don't bank on it. They're wanting to contact you and tell you how they feel. There may or may not be an apology, because this person does not like to take responsibility for, you know, what they've done. Okay, and then with the Nine of Swords, this is something that keeps them up at night. They worry about this. They have nightmares about it. They may be crying, all types of stuff, and sleepless nights at times as well. Okay, and it's a situation where they're going to have to fight for you. They're going to have to fight for you, and this is being divinely guided. Look at Spirit back there in the back. They're going to have to fight for this connection if they want to be in a relationship with you, because, like I said, this new person is coming, and that new person is not playing around. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to clarify these cards so we can continue to talk about the situation. Okay, so to clarify the World card, we've got heartbreak. This is this person's greatest fear, your twin's greatest fear, is that this, you know, cycle is going to close out. You're going to walk away, and they're going to try to come towards you, and you're going to with the flowers wanting to make up, and you're going to be walking off with somebody else, which is for a lot of you what's going to happen. Okay, so like I said, there's somebody coming towards you that's going to be interested. There's going to be a lot of communication between you and this person, and that's what your twin is afraid of. They can feel the new person coming into your energy as well, just like you can. Okay, like I said, with the Page of Cauldrons, this is about them coming forward, you know, with the love offer. They're being guided to do this by Spirit, because part of their karma with that Justice card, like I said, is them being rejected like they rejected you. And we've got the Poker Face, so this is about them taking a chance. This is like the Knight of Wands, kind of, you know, taking risks and options, and not showing their hand, and trying to gamble, trying to figure out how to get you, like I said, get you back into the fold, you know, because they're worried about this situation with the Nine of Swords, but they're having revelation. Spirit is letting them know certain things about the situation. And then here they go with the partying card. They're out drinking, you know, enjoying their life, having a good time. But like I said, they're once they feel you move away, they're coming back. Excuse me. Okay, then for the Seven of Wands, this person has a lot of passion for you. Okay, the new person has a lot of passion for you as well. But the difference between the two of them is that the new person, you know, says what they mean what they say, they you know, walk their talk. And with this passion card, there's love behind the passion, because I feel like the twin has pushed the love or shoved it down and suppresses it, and they lead with the lust. That's what they do. They lead with the lust. It's not about the love for them. It's about getting their, you know, D and the P wet. That's what it's about. Okay, so we've got the Hammer here. This person likes to sabotage your twin, likes to sabotage connections, sabotage certain things, and then they want to come back and try to fix it, you know, at the end when you're done and you don't want anything else to do with them. Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from the twin, and then we're going to get some messages from the new person. Okay, then we'll get some messages from Spirit. So the twin is saying that they miss being with you. They don't know why this happened, and they're going to wait for a sign from you. This person is trying to manifest you back into their lives. They're trying to manifest you coming back to them. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, you gotta be about your wits. You gotta be loving on yourself, so you don't do that shit, because the things that they did, they don't deserve a second chance with you. You know, if they want one, they need to come towards you and ask for it and be right about it. Okay. Okay, so when it comes for the new person, thank you for teaching me what real love is. Like I said, this person really loves you. For a lot of you, they already know who you are. You know, you are in game for them. They want to be in a long-term committed relationship with you. This person is in love with you. They're in love with you. Look at the card. Okay, this is not just about let's hit it, let's get it on. It's not just about that. It's the love, like where The twin is being driven by the lust, okay? And it's like, you know, trying to put notches on their belt. This person, the love is what's driving them to what's driving the passion. It's backed up by love, okay? And then we've got, you are so different from anyone I know, yet you feel so familiar. So you and this person are going to be very comfortable with each other. You might be nervous at first, but I feel like that's going to pass. And the two of you are gonna settle into a really nice rhythm with each other, okay? Hold on, we're going to get a message from Spirit. Okay, so this is the card that fell. It says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay? So, you know, I'm all about the forgiveness, not because I'm trying to give anybody a pass, because I don't, you know, I'm a Scorpio and we love to hold some damn grudges. Let's just be honest. We love it. You are Pisces, you know a lot about water signs because you're a water sign too. So what I had to understand, what I had to learn was forgiveness is about me. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. It is about you letting go of this person's energy and moving forward into what it is you really deserve and you desire. Okay? All right, Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.